Imagine you are the most famous woman in the world. For decades, millions of people have watched your movies, analyzed your fashion, and obsessed over your scandals. They think they know you. They think they understand why you walked down the aisle 7 different times. But imagine that every headline, every interview, and every public smile was a carefully constructed lie. Imagine that the greatest love of your life wasn't any of the men standing beside you at the altar, but a secret you had to bury deep inside just to survive. Now, the lights are dimming, the cameras are gone, and you are finally ready to tell the truth. Today, we are stepping into the glitz and glamour of old Hollywood with Taylor Jenkins Reid's massive bestseller, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. At first glance, this looks like a juicy tell-all about a fictional movie star and her many marriages. But beneath the surface, Taylor Jenkins Reid has written a profound exploration of human complexity. It's a story about the sacrifices women make for ambition, the different shapes that love can take, and the tragedy of having to hide your true self from the world. This book is perfect for anyone who loves historical fiction, complex character dramas, or stories that challenge the traditional definition of a soulmate. Our story begins in modern-day New York. Monique Grant is a junior journalist who feels stuck in her career. Out of nowhere, she gets the opportunity of a lifetime. Evelyn Hugo, the reclusive Hollywood legend, has requested Monique specifically to write her biography. Not a puff piece, but the raw, unfiltered truth about her life. Monique is confused. Why her? Why now? But she goes to Evelyn's luxurious apartment, and the interview begins. Evelyn takes us back to the 1950s. She wasn't born Evelyn Hugo, she was Evelyn Herrera, a poor Cuban girl from Hell's Kitchen with a dead mother and an abusive father. She realized early on that her beauty was her currency. She marries her first husband, Ernie Diaz, purely for practical reasons, to escape her father and get a ride to Hollywood. Once she arrives and gets her foot in the studio door, she divorces him. This sets the tone for Evelyn's life. She is ruthless, calculated, and willing to do whatever it takes to succeed. Evelyn's career explodes, and she enters the golden age of Hollywood. She marries her second husband, Don Adler, a Hollywood royalty type. At first, it seems like a fairy tale, but Don turns out to be abusive, hitting her when he feels insecure about her success. But amidst this darkness, the most important relationship of Evelyn's life begins. She meets Celia St. James, a fellow actress. While the world pits them against each other as rivals, in private, they fall deeply in love. This is the heart of the book. Evelyn's 7 husbands were mostly smoke and mirrors. The love of her life was always Celia. But in the 1950s and 60s, being gay would have destroyed their careers and their lives. So, Evelyn becomes a master manipulator. She marries husband number 3, Mick Riva, for a single day just to distract the press from rumors about her and Celia. She later marries Rex North, husband number 4, as a publicity stunt to boost box office sales. Throughout these years, Evelyn and Celia have a passionate but volatile relationship. They break up and make up repeatedly, usually because Evelyn prioritizes her fame and protection over their relationship, while Celia wants them to be brave and real. After a heartbreaking split from Celia, Evelyn finds solace in her best friend, Harry Cameron. Harry is a producer and Evelyn's platonic soulmate. He is gay, and she is bisexual, though the world assumes they are the straight power couple of the century. They marry, making Harry husband number 5, and they have a daughter named Connor. For a while, they create a beautiful, unconventional family. They even manage to bring Celia back into the fold. Celia marries a man named John, who is also in on the secret, and the 4 of them live together as 2 married couples, hiding their true partners in plain sight. These are the happiest years of Evelyn's life. It shows us that family isn't always about blood or legal contracts, it's about the people who truly see you and keep you safe. But tragedy strikes. Harry dies in a car accident, and in a moment of panic to protect Harry's legacy, Evelyn frames the passenger in the car. Who is Harry's secret lover, as the driver? This is a dark, morally gray moment that proves how far Evelyn will go to control the narrative. The years pass. Evelyn marries Max Gerard, husband number 6, thinking he respects her, but realizes he only loves the idea of Evelyn Hugo, not the woman. She divorces him. Finally, she marries Robert Jameson, husband number 7. Robert is actually Celia's brother. This marriage is a final act of devotion. It allows Evelyn to be near a dying Celia and inherit her estate without suspicion. Celia eventually passes away in Evelyn's arms. Soon after, their daughter Connor dies of cancer. Evelyn is left alone with her ghosts, her awards, and her vast fortune. Back in the present, Evelyn reveals the final twist to Monique. Remember the car accident where Harry died? The passenger, Harry's lover, whom Evelyn framed to take the blame for drunk driving. That man was Monique's father. Evelyn didn't choose Monique for the interview because of her writing talent. She chose her to give Monique a fortune as an apology, and to finally tell the truth about how her father died. It leaves Monique torn between hating Evelyn for what she did and respecting her for her brutal honesty. In the end, Evelyn is ready to die on her own terms. She wants the world to know that she was bisexual, that she loved Celia St. James, and that she was a complex, messy, brilliant human being, not just a collection of 7 husbands. So, what can we learn from the life of Evelyn Hugo? First, morality is complicated. Evelyn is not a traditional good person. She lies, manipulates, and uses people. Yet, she loves fiercely and protects her family at all costs. The book challenges us to look past black and white judgments and see the gray areas of survival. Second, public image is an illusion. We live in an age of social media where everyone curates their life. Evelyn Hugo is the ultimate reminder that what we see on the surface, the money, the smiles, the relationships, often hides a completely different reality. You never truly know what someone is carrying behind closed doors. And finally, love comes in many forms. The book elevates platonic love to the same level as romantic love. Evelyn's bond with Harry is just as significant as her romance with Celia. It reminds us that your soulmate might be a lover, but they might also be a best friend. So what do you think about this book? Did its ideas resonate with you, or challenge the way you see things? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you took away from it. And if there's a book you'd like me to cover next, drop that below as well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.